right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. If you spoke to a doctor 50 years ago and you said, I think there might be a way to regrow or regenerate or restore some of these things that have started to break down in my body, he would have probably said, I don't know what you're reading, but that's science fiction. It almost sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But it is absolutely true. And not only is it true, it's happening right here in our own community. Down in the villages, there are the medical offices of Dr. Juan Jordan. You've heard us talk about Dr. Jordan before. You probably heard some of the promotional announcements. Dr. Jordan is a family practice physician treating all geriatric conditions of the village's community and patients in Ocala, and helping patients with diabetes, arthritis conditions, joint conditions, weight loss, orthopedic care, etc. And it's not always exactly your grandfather's medicine. It's an interesting new science, and Mark Shaw keeps us up to date with what's going on. And may I just remind you, it's in the villages. It's not up in Philadelphia, where we speak to a hospital up there quite often. That's why I picked that city. It's right here in the villages, Dr. Jordan's office. Mark Shaw representing Dr. Jordan. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. How'd you handle the storm?
We came through it no problems. We had some power outages down there at the office in the villages for a while, which brings me to my first point of business. Is we were scheduled to have a grand opening, and some of the parking lots still have standing water in the villages and so on. So we have had to move our grand opening for the Regenetiq, and this is obviously we're still doing treatments, Larry, and we're still treating patients and those kind of things, but we were going to have a grand opening to have pizza and have the doctor talk, and have myself and all of our representatives, have a free golf swing analysis, and a harvest rep who is going to come out there and explain parts of blood and everything to people. So all of that has been postponed, and the next available date, we have moved that to October the 21st.
October 21st. Okay,
so that will be a Saturday, October the 21st. We'll have free pizza. We'll have, like I said, all kinds of vendors and tents and everything else. You're welcome to come out. It'll be from 10 to 1. Anyone's welcome to come out there if they're interested or want to know a little bit more about the medical procedures and the things that we do.
Let me ask you about pizza.
Yeah. All right.
Quite often, if we're trying to lose weight, we stay away from pizza. And I know one of the things that you offer is some weight loss programs. Is there a way to increase your metabolism so you can eat pizza?
Well, this is why we encourage people to come out, and actually purposefully why we have pizza that we're serving there, is because most of society thinks that, okay, well, if I'm going to lose weight, I get to eat this one leaf of lettuce and drink water, and a few nuts and berries, and that's it for the entire month. And that's what I have to do, and that's what they think is a lifestyle change, or what's going to have to happen in order to lose weight, when in actuality it's not. You still will have all of the things. The only real weight loss that genuinely works, yes, is a lifestyle change. However, it's, eating normal groceries, meats, fruits, vegetables, and the things that sustain life in your body. However, you can still every now and then go out and have beer and a hot dog at the ball game, or have a slice of pizza, or have a nice steak and all the trimmings and everything else with it. Okay, these things are going to happen throughout the rest of your life. So it's better to learn how to lose weight properly in something that you can sustain for the rest of your life, such as eating healthy, and then every now and then I'm going to have a slice of pizza, or I'm going to have some cheesecake, or I'm going to have that, okay? But you limit it to, okay, I'm going to do it on a day. This day I'm going to go out and we're going to, Six Flags, or we're going here, we're going there. Okay, this day we're going to have fun, eat cotton candy, do all of that, and whatever it is that you want to do. And then you know how to combat that the days after and say, okay, for 3 or 4 or 5 days after that, I know I need to eat really, really healthy, and I need to get really clean, and your body will recover from that. Okay? What it doesn't recover from is eating cheeseburgers, McDonald's, Diet Cokes, and all that every single day.
Okay, so when you say recover, that almost sounds like that we are doing something bad, but just momentarily. Something bad that we enjoy, like indulgent, I guess, is maybe the word.
Well, not necessarily, not bad, but not as clean.
Okay.
All right. Our food and our fast food and our chips and our Diet Cokes and our, things of that nature, they all have preservatives, they all have taste enhancers, they all have MSG or this or that or any of these other types of, I take a potato out of the ground, I put it in the oven and I eat it. Well, it's all natural. There's nothing else in there, right? I take that same potato, I slice it up, I fry it, I put a taste enhancer on it, a preservative on it, put it in a plastic bag where it can sit on a shelf for a month, and then someone opens it and eats it. It's not really the same thing. Absolutely. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so that's what I would say. It's not necessarily bad. Now, I love a potato chip as much as the next guy. However, it's those things that you bombard your body with every single day, which causes the weight gain. Okay?
The plan you outlined actually sounds good, because I would rather know that a doctor is saying, you can have a piece of pizza once in a while, because then I don't have the craving, because I know it's it's on next Tuesday I'm going to have that thing I'm craving today.
Well, yeah, and the starvation of any types of things, such as there's plenty of diets out there, from South Beach to no carb to Atkins to everything under the sun. Where it calls for, okay, you're going to cut this completely out, right? No sugars or no carbs or no this, or Jenny Craig, I'm going to do this shake for 2 meals and then eat one sensible meal, or I'm going to do that. These are all things that are not sustainable for the rest of your life. You're not going to go from now until you die without eating a carbohydrate. It's just not going to happen.
Well, wouldn't you die? Okay? Don't we need that to a certain extent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. It's very hard on your body as well to do those things. So your body goes into a mode when you do that, and it says, "Oh, okay. Well, darn, we're not getting any of these." So the very first time that you break and you have a slice of pizza or a piece of bread or anything, your body's going to take that. And it's going to go, holy cow, I hadn't seen this in 3 weeks. I'm going to take it and store all of it.
Yeah, it makes sense, actually. So our bodies think.
Mm-hmm. Yes, your body, it's designed. It's designed over thousands of years to operate. And the way that it operates is off of clean, good, healthy food that you can go to any grocery store and pick up meats, fruits, vegetables, fruits that have sugars in them, that have carbohydrates. Can have carbohydrates. You can have, these things. It's just simply putting it into moderation, changing it, and getting away from all the synthetics and the preservatives and the foods that are not necessarily as good, or that your body doesn't really recognize as food.
So then why is it that sometimes when we speak to other nutritionists that they try to steer us away from like oranges and the fresh fruit, because they say even though it's natural sugar, the sugar is bad for you? I really believe you and Dr. Jordan.
Right. Well, because these nutritionists are trying to combat the aspect of, my only thought is they're saying, okay, well, don't get me wrong. If you're going to sit on the couch and drink Cokes and eat TV dinners and, snack on oranges and all that kind of stuff and say, oh, well, I'm having an orange and I'm healthy. All right. That's predominantly what nutritionists see and they deal with. We're going from one extreme to the other. All right. So if they're saying that, they're saying, yeah, they're doing the best they can, say stay away from all this, because they have so much to combat. Okay. And they're operating off of the principle is, okay, I'm going to try to get as much weight off this person as I can, quickly to help them and to do those, to get results. So they're cutting all of those things because you will see rapid results in doing that type of thing.
Right.
But what leads to most likely a roller coaster ride of, well, I lost 25 pounds and the week after I got off, I gained 10 of it back. And then here comes another 5 pounds back. And here comes another this. That's usually what you're seeing, unless you continue on with that program. And that's what a nutritionist or someone like that is following.
Mark, one of the carrots in front of the cart that motivates us to lose weight is when you scare us, and I know you've done this in the past, and so at the risk of being something again, saying something again, you had mentioned that weight loss isn't just about looking better, but it's about warding off or preventing certain diseases, and diabetes was one of them. But you mentioned coronary,
yes,
I think. I mean, tell us again some of the things that we can maybe do ourselves a favor and avoid certain diseases if we were to just shed a few pounds.
Right. Well, and so that everybody listening understands that, I mean, predominantly all of our patients are either their purpose of losing weight is life or death for them. That's when they get referred to us. And it's to the point where I need to have a surgery. I need to, lose 50 pounds. I need to do this or I need to do that. And that's because, I'm going to have triple bypass, or I'm going to have this, or my A1C is 11, or this or that. There's a litany of different reasons, but these are the patients that we deal with. We don't deal with a lot of, hey, bathing suit season's coming up, or I need to lose 5 pounds.
That's right. Those bikinis.
That's not the diet for us. And because we are a doctor's office, and Dr. Jordan, says to patients, and we call it the Meet Jesus conversation, where, listen, you are you are very, very close to, dependent upon your age, but you're close to having some serious problems from, yes, diabetes, stroke, heart attack, all of these things of your circulatory system, that when you have 50 or 60 or 100 pounds of excess weight on you, okay, you have to think of your heart as an engine, right? And its job is to pump blood throughout your entire body, all right? Because that's the vehicle for nutrients, for oxygen, for everything else, okay, is blood. So your heart is the engine that's pumping all of that. Well, if it has to work doubly as hard, all right, to get it out to that excess area because we have an additional 50 or 100 pounds on us, well, at some point, it's going to start breaking down because it's working so hard to get it there, all right? And so that is your resting metabolism, is when you're sitting there and you're resting, and I can take people's, resting metabolism, and it's, that engine is redlining while you're just sitting there because it has to work so hard just to keep blood pumping, versus someone who is lost 50 or 100 pounds and have been through my program, and you can see their resting metabolism drop dramatically, all right, and the engine is not working as hard, and all of their blood results and all their cholesterol and all of their numbers from their doctors when they go see their cardiologists, or they have a blood panel done and everything else, is, the doctors immediately ask them, what is it that you're doing? What did you do? Because your numbers are fantastic.
Right.
Wow.
And we've actually gotten more referrals that way, simply because the doctor, not all of our patients are Dr. Jordan's patients, and they'll come to us for a weight loss, because they need to go have a surgery or something else. And when they come back to their doctors have wound up actually calling Dr. Jordan and saying, hey, you're doing this weight loss program, and it's a medical, why don't I, send me some referral sheets so I can send a lot more patients to you. And these are the heart surgeons and things like that, because it gets to a point where it's too dangerous for a patient to even go under, for surgery, because they're so overweight.
How do you help the people then that are not ambulatory? They have to spend their lives in wheelchairs, because I find that phrase you just used, resting metabolism, fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, that's our medical weight loss program, obviously designed by an MD and a doctor, is designed that it does not, you don't exercise on our program. There is no requirement for exercise. Actually, we prevent you from exercising. 80% of weight gain or weight loss is done through what you eat. 80%.
Wow.
20% is exercise and that. Now, exercise, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling everyone out there, oh, don't exercise. It's not just that is not what I'm saying.
We heard some cheers there.
Yeah, exactly. People are going, yeehaw, woohoo, I don't go to the gym anymore. No, that is not what I'm saying. Exercise has its benefits, from standpoints from arthritis to it releases endorphins into your body. And yes, exercise definitely makes you healthier, and activity definitely makes you healthier as a person. But weight gain and weight loss, meaning the fat that we retain and that we lose, is 80% of that is done from how you eat.
Oh, my.
So,
makes sense.
Yes.
Right?
So if you're in a wheelchair or anything else, yes, you can still come see us, and we can certainly help you lose weight.
Mark, if we're going down for the grand opening on October 21st or any other time, do we look for the word Regenetiq, or do we look for Dr. Jordan's name, or both?
Well, you can go to our website and you can find us, meaning that Regenetiq, if you'll pull Regenetiq up, and you'll see a Google map there for us, and that Google map will bring you, everybody has a smartphone these days. That Google map will take you. It'll take you right to where we are. And the address, if you have to be careful, you're looking for Rolling Oaks Professional Plaza, okay? And that's the plaza that we are in. Once you head down towards the Villages, when you come into the Villages, there's the big bridge that says "Welcome to the Villages." If you're coming from Ocala, once you go underneath that, you go through 2 traffic lights, and we're right there on the left. You'll see it, Rolling Oaks Professional Plaza.
Okay.
And
okay.
of course, you'll see all the tents, and you'll see all of the activity if you decide to come down on October the 21st.
Okay.
Wow, that sounds like it's going to be really a lot of fun and very advantageous too for the people to come and meet you, Dr. Jordan, Dr. Charles Brooks, and just have a one-on-one and just have a good time.
Well, they'll certainly get a lot of information, and it's going to be very informative. And it might change your perspective on what you think a weight loss has to be, or what pain you have to live with or don't have to live with. It's free. You're going to have some free pizza there. You might as well come out and get the information.
Now, when you talk about pain, when you're using the word pain, is that nerve pain, muscle pain, bone pain, or is it all of the above?
That is all of the above. We have treatment for all of the above, any type of chronic pain that anyone is dealing with. You certainly go to our website, you'll see testimonials, but you can also come discuss it with us. Our first consultation is completely free, where we analyze and we let you know that, yeah, there is procedures that are effective and that this will work for you, or if we can't help you, then we'll refer you to the correct doctor who can. We'll send you and say, okay, here, this is not the procedure for you. But this is where you need to go, and this is what's going to get you some relief.
Wow, that makes you guys so honest. We love that.
The website gives information about the other things that you do as well. We kind of focus when you're on the air with us with just one of those things you do of the many. And the one that seems to generate the most calls after you've been on, Mark, is the stem cell and or the platelet-rich plasma. So I'm assuming that
right.
Open house time, you're going to be answering that question a lot, those questions.
We're going to be handling all of those questions from the aesthetic aspect of it, from pain management, from joint, from stem cell, from PRP, all of those types of things. Myself, Charlie Brooks and Dr. Jordan will all be there to handle any medical question or anything that you might have on those, for sure.
Do you address the people that are weekend warriors, because during the week they've just got regular jobs and things, but on Saturday and Sunday they just really go out like gangbusters and they run and they do workouts and all of this stuff? How do you help them?
That's we've treated so many weekend warriors, from tennis, golf, joggers, all with people with chronic pain, that these areas are big parts of their life, meaning they, I moved to Florida to play golf and retire, and my elbow's killing me and my shoulder and my back, and I like to go dancing, or I like to play pickleball, or I do this or I do that. I mean, we've heard literally everything from that, and we have treated so many who, if you'll go even onto our website, one of the videos, as Bill Warfel said, that golf is a big part of my life. I moved here and I'd play every single day, and it got to the point where I couldn't even hold a golf club in my hand, and it was painful. And now I'm back out on the golf course. My shoulder is 100%, and I'm playing golf, and I couldn't be happier.
And is that what the golf swing analysis does? I mean, are you able to analyze the golf swing and maybe figure out why something is hurting?
Well, no. Everybody's going to swing the golf club differently. What the golf swing analysis is there just as, for help. I mean, we're going to have a pro out there that's going to look at your swing. If you want a couple of tips and pointers, in 5-10 minutes, they'll give you, something to help you with. We'll have,
nice.
A TrackMan analysis and that kind of stuff. But it's also there that when you come out and you get that swing analysis, then, my shoulder is constantly hurting. Well, if your shoulder didn't hurt, could you think that you could swing it just a little bit better? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, let us give you the information, and we'll give you the information on, this is how you can fix your shoulder, and or your back, or your wrist, or your knees, or hips. You'll see another golfer on there who had one bad hip and two bad knees, and couldn't tie his own shoes without reaching down with his hands to pull his leg up to set it on his knee. And he actually demonstrates where he's standing there. He pulls his foot up there and puts it across his knee and ties his shoe with no effort whatsoever. It's anybody who's dealt with these types of things, going up one step at a time instead of, walking upstairs normally. These are all the things that, you don't have to deal with.
Again, Mark Shaw is our guest. He's calling in from Dr. Juan Jordan's office. The segment is called Regenetiq, and that's the website, Regenetiq. Make sure it's a Q, Regenetiq.com, and then you'll see that they take care of all kinds of pain: back and neck pain, elbow pain, hand and wrist pain, plantar fasciitis, shoulder pain, weight loss we mentioned earlier, diabetes, and knee and joint pain as well. So before we say goodbye, let's give out a phone number. And remember, Mark is in the Villages. He's not far away. Mm-hmm. And what's the phone number down there, Mark?
Absolutely. You can call and ask for Elizabeth, and she will get you scheduled right in for any type of consultation. You will speak directly to myself, Dr. Jordan, or Charlie, and we will be the ones that go over your case. And you can reach her at 352-633-0473.
All right, excellent. Mark, good to hear from you. I'm glad you fared through the storm well.
You as well, Larry and Robin. I appreciate you guys having me as always.
And
take care.
Grand opening, October 21st, Saturday, October 21st from 10 to 1. Free pizza. Free pizza.
Nice.
Thank you, Mark. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. Hurricane